Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 2013 Twin Cities Film Fest, hosted by the Shops of the West End and the Showplace Icon Theaters. I'm Bill Cooper, the managing director of the festival. We're standing here on the Renters Warehouse red carpet with Molly Green, who is a co-producer, co-writer of the romantic comedy Forev. Welcome to Minnesota and welcome to our festival. Is this your first visit to Minnesota?
It is, and I've been here for, I think 12 hours now, something like that, a little over 12 hours, and it's great. Love it.
You just got done with the women's panel, your first panel. How did that go?
It went really well. It was nice to talk with a bunch of other lady directors, so that was nice.
Fantastic. Well, tell us a little bit about the movie Forev. I saw it in Los Angeles Film Festival back in June and loved it. We've been looking for things that were a little lighter. A lot of times film festivals have a lot of dramatic sort of films. It's like, let's get some fun kind of film. So just tell us the scenario. What's the scenario of the film?
Right. It's about a guy and a girl who are friends, and they decide that they want to get married. And then they realize, once they are stranded in the middle of the desert together, that maybe they should have dated first. So, and yeah, I'm glad. Thank you for saying that about the comedy. We were really worried that festivals were not going to be receptive to it because it's a comedy, and a lot of times festivals go dramatic. But we love that there are folks like you guys who really appreciate a comedy.
Well, we're glad to have you. When your poster is pretty much a hot dog, it elicits a lot of humor and interest as well. The other thing is that you really, it's a co-written thing, co-directed. All three of your main actors in the film are part of the writers and things. So was this sort of workshopped? How did you come up with this?
Yeah, well, we came up with it basically because our lead actors, Matt and Noel, decided that they wanted to do a comedy sketch with us, my co-director James and I, and we talked to them for a second and we said, no, we should make a feature. So we workshopped it with them for almost a year. We outlined it with them, then we would have them improvise key scenes, then we would take notes on it, on all the funny things that they said in their improv, and the dialogue in the script is essentially that. It's a lot that, and so when you hear it on screen, it sounds natural, but it sounds natural because they wrote their own lines.
It was improv at the beginning? Did they improv a lot while you were shooting it? Because when I think back of some of those scenes, it seemed a little improv, not seemed improv, but it seemed natural and spontaneous.
Very little, because we had gotten all the improvisation done early in the process. There are a couple scenes, a couple moments where we let some of our actors really run with it, but for the most part, we did that in pre-production, and we had a blast, and when we got to set, we were very focused, and we knew what we wanted, and we got it.
I know sometimes audio technicians do not like improvisation because it makes it hard to edit, but sometimes you get those great performances out of it. Was it kind of crazy shooting out in the desert?
It was extremely crazy. It was very hot out. It was, we had a day, I think was 113 or 114 degrees, which as it turns out is about the temperature that makeup melts off of an actor's face. So you can see that a little bit, maybe only if you know it's there. And yeah, it was a blast. We met some folks out in the desert that were really fun. One of them's in the movie, and we just had a lovely time. It's beautiful out there. So
Molly, when you got word that we had selected you to be part of our festival, how did you feel?
It was great. I think we talked to Steve at the LA Film Fest, and then we did a call with him, and he was like, we think that audiences in Minneapolis would really like it. Do you guys want to do it? And he told us about the festival and sort of what goes on here, and we were pretty psyched about it. I think we told him right then and there on the phone, we were like, let's do this. Like, we'll be there. And unfortunately, we are double booked with another festival this weekend, or my co-director James would be here, but he's doing the same thing over in Wichita this weekend.
You know, the problem with success, that's not so bad.
Well, yeah.
We're so glad to have you here. Thank you. And I know your screening starts here in a couple minutes. Is that correct? Well, good luck with that. And once again, we're on the Renters Warehouse red carpet here at the Twin Cities Film Fest. Thanks a lot.